Hello, guys. Thank you for doing this journey with me on forgiveness. To begin, just come in a nice, comfortable sitting position, trying to keep your spine straight. If you like, you can put your one foot on your upper thigh and reach with the other foot across on the other thigh. I love this sitting position because it really allows me to straighten out my back. If this is too much, you can also use a cushion to achieve a straight spine. And from here, close your eyes if you want to, and take a moment to come into your body. All together, we're going to take in 3 deep breaths. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Let it all go. One more time. Breathe it in. Take a few moments to solidify this calm feeling in your body and reach with your arms open, ready to receive the love from the universe. Open up yourself for forgiveness. Put yourself vulnerable. Know you're strong enough to do this. You're able to receive love. You're worthy of love. Be open to receiving it. Maybe you want to feel an energy ball of full light surrounding you, protecting you entirely. Breathe in, rise your arms, and seal this loving energy in your mind and in your heart. From here, you can let your hands rest on your legs, putting your thumb and your pointer finger together on one side and putting the other hand onto your chest, letting it rest over your heart center. Close your eyes if it feels good and try to deepen your breath. By cultivating compassion and understanding towards others, we realize they did not hurt us because we deserve so, but because they themselves have been exposed to negative experiences or do not possess a certain level of maturity and understanding. Perhaps it is time to forgive yourself for being helpless in those moments and unable to stand up or fight for yourself. In that moment, you didn't know any better, and it is okay, regardlessly, to fully love and accept yourself. It could also be that yourself were exposed to negative experiences and lacked insight. Therefore, it is also important to forgive yourself for hurting others. In that moment, you didn't know any better. And forgive others for being in the same position. Know that whatever it is okay now. It is safe to let it go and to love yourself fully. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, put your arm back down. Stay here for a few moments, feeling how all this realization feel. And take a deep breath in and let it all go out. Shake it out a little bit. And get ready for our practice. Stomping your feet out a little bit, waking them up, and coming to the front of your mat. Before we stand up though, we're going to sit on our heels a little bit, tucking our toes in, fiery toes. Stretching our feet out a little bit. And when you're ready, come to standing position on the front of your mat. Feet hip distance apart or whatever feels good, tucking your pelvis in slightly to have a nice straight line. Breathe in as you reach your head upward and bend back. Look up towards the ceiling slightly in front of you and fall down with a straight spine, completely relaxing, bending your knees if your back is curling too much. As you breathe in, straighten out your spine, tabletop position. You can put your hands on your thighs or bend your knees a little bit if necessary. And breathe out, completely relax. As you breathe in, straight spine, rise up to bending back. And as you breathe out, get your heart back to the heart center. We're going to repeat this again. So come join me by breathing in, opening up your arms, opening up your heart, your chest, and breathing out, folding over, bringing it all back to yourself. Breathing in, looking forward to all the new possibilities now that you found forgiveness. And breathing out, coming a little bit deeper in yourself. Breathe in, rise up, strong and powerful. Bending back, opening your heart, knowing you're able to do so. And breathe out, hands in front of your heart center. Rise up in your full glory and come down. Relax. Breathe in, tabletop, straighten out. And breathe out, fully relax. Come up straight, spine. Reach back and come back to your heart center. Namaste. From here, we're going to go open up to the side, reach our hands, and back to the middle to open up the other way. Breathing in and breathing back out. You can see for yourself what a good breathing pattern is. Come back to Namaste. Open up and come down. Tabletop position, straighten your back and fully relax down as you step your left foot backwards, dropping your knee to the ground, keeping your hands on the ground and opening up your chest, rising up, keeping your right knee above your right ankle. Hands on the ground, step your leg back, knees together and start lowering down. Roll your whole body down to the ground and breathe in, open up. We're going to step down to the Sphinx pose by putting our elbows under our shoulders. Keep elongating our upper body, our spine, reaching up and forward. Maybe you want to move around a little bit, open up. Maybe you just want to keep it extended, keep reaching out into the distance. Breathe in deeply, and as you breathe out, start coming out of the pose by putting your hands on the shoulders and pressing the ground all the way into your child's pose by bringing your butt on your heels, stretching out your arms, and completely relaxing your spine, your head, your neck, your mind. This is a very powerful pose to digest any experiences you had as you're cultivating forgiveness. If you'd like, you can join me into tapping into the love of Mother Earth, feeling it rise up from the ground, surrounding your body. Push onto all fours, hands on your shoulders, knees under your hips, tucking your toes, and strong push from the earth from your hands. Bring your hips up to the skies and straightening out your knees, trying to reach the ground with your heels. Chest goes towards the ground, shoulders away from your ears. Walk your feet out a bit, getting deeper into the stretch. Alright, both heels to the ground, breathe in, look forward, and as you breathe out, step your left leg forward, right knee comes to the ground, and rise up, open up your chest, hands stay on the ground. As you breathe out, put your hands down onto the ground, tip your left leg forward, and completely relax. Breathing in, tabletop position, and breathe out, completely relax. Breathe in, rise up, bend backwards, reach back, look up, and breathe out, namaste. Breathing in, rising back up, opening yourself up, and breathe out, straight spine. Relax, breathing in, tabletop position, and breathing out, stepping our right leg backwards, right knee to the ground. And this time we're gonna breathe in as we circle our arms up, opening up our chest, looking up, slightly bending back if it feels good. And as we breathe out, we're gonna circle arms back down and straightening out our front leg, making sure our knees stay in line with our hip. If you want, you can try keep your spine straight, bring your belly to your upper thigh. Next time you breathe out, you're going to step your right leg back, stay on your knees or come to plank position and lower down, keeping your spine straight, elbows close to your body, hover above the ground and breathing into an upward dog, stretching to the back. Breathe out, strong push into a downward dog. And as you breathe in, look forward, prepare, breathing out, right leg comes forward, left knee steps to the ground. Breathing in, rising our arms up, pushing strongly for both our legs from the ground, so don't let your hips just sink down. Breathing out, circling back down, coming up on our right leg and twisting our heel in to open up our chest to the right. Left hand stays on the inside of the left foot. Right reaches towards the sky, or if you want a little bit more, goes around the back. And you can bring your left hand to your right to intertwine behind your back. Keep your spine straight. And breathe out, lower down. Step your feet together to the front. Breathe out, relax. Breathing in, straighten out, tabletop position. Breathe out, relax. Breathing in, coming up, straight spine, rising up, leaning back. And lower down to namaste in front of your heart center. Breathe in, rise up. And come back down, relax. Breathing in, tabletop. Breathe out, relax fully. And this time we're going to step our left leg back. Left knee comes down to the ground as we breathe in and circle up our arms high, seeing if you can lean back a little bit, pushing strongly from both sides. Circle your arms back down and straighten out that right foot, making sure your hips don't drop to the left or right, but stay in the line of your knees. And see if you can bring your belly closer to your thigh, maybe straightening out your spine a bit. Breathing out, step your legs together, come on all fours or plank position and lower down. Straight spine, breathing in, rising up, opening up our heart center. And breathing out, tucking our toes in and coming to downward dog. Stretch it out here. Next time you breathe in, look forward, prepare. Breathe out, right leg starts forward, left knee down, breathing in, rising up. Leaning back, pushing strongly from our knee and our foot, not letting our hips drop. Breathe out. Circle back down, lifting up your left leg, turning your heel in. Right hand on the inside on your right leg, left hand up. And if you want a little bit more, you can intertwine your arms behind your back, making sure you keep your spine nice and straight. Neck follows the line with your spine, doesn't just drop down. And feel the forgiveness flowing from your heart, opening it up to the world. Rotate out, stepping your leg forward, breathing in tabletop, and breathe out, relax, and walk or step or jump into a plank. We're gonna tighten our core, belly button pulls towards the spine, straight line from your shoulders to your heels, and if you want a bit more, lower it down. A few more seconds, you can do this. And relax to the ground. Push away from your hands to rise up with your chest. Feel your heart center radiating forgiveness. And push on through to a child's pose. From here, we're going to come on our elbows and we're going to rise up into a dolphin pose. So it's a downward dog pose, but then with our elbows instead of our hands on the ground. So bring our hips up, heels to the ground, walk it out if you want to, and chest comes to the ground. And slowly lower your knees down, keeping your hips directly above your knees. See if you can bring your chest a little bit closer to the ground. If it feels good, you can walk your hands out in front of you, sinking down a little bit lower into a happy puppy pose. Slowly rise up and bring your right hand underneath your body. Reach it out to the left into a thread the needle pose. If you want a little bit more, your left hand can reach behind your back to your right thigh and straighten out your left leg. A little back twist. Knee comes back. Slowly release your arm down. And give it a little stretch, happy puppy pose. Same thing on the other side. Right hand reaches under to the left. If you want a little bit more, left hand reaches to your right thigh. And left leg steps backwards. Feel your heart opening up as you're cultivating forgiveness. Step back, arm untwines, and you're back on all fours. Breathing in, opening up your chest, and breathing out, curving your back, sitting back on your heels. Breathe in, slide over the mat, opening your chest, and breathe out, curve your back, touch your heel. Breathing in one more time, opening our chest. Increasing the stretch by walking our legs back and dropping our hips down, pushing from the ground backwards, lengthening our spine. And opening up our knees to come in a wide-legged child's pose. Quick hello to Mother Earth before we come out of the pose. And open up our knees a little bit wider. If you want to, you can sit differently on your mat so you don't hurt your knees on the hard floor. And see how low you can bring your hips down, open your knees, making sure your heels are in line with your knees, toes point to the outside. And if that's too easy, you can always move your body back a little bit, bringing your butt down, and see if you can lower your belly and your chest in a straight line closer to the ground. If you'd like, you can connect your feet together under your butt, frog pose. So by opening up our hips, we're really releasing a lot of emotion that is stored in there. So just try to welcome it with compassion and love and understanding. This can be pretty intense, so keep breathing deeply through it. Okay, slowly come out of the stretch and come to sitting position. Dropping our knees side to side from left to right, gently letting them fall to the floor. Counter movement for the frog pose. Alright, come lie down on your back, feet 1 or 2 head inches away from your butt. From here, maybe tuck your shoulders in a little bit more closer to your midline, and vertebrae by vertebrae rise up as you breathe out into a gluten bridge. If you want, you can support it with your hands by pushing it just on your lower back where your hips are. And if it feels good, you can release your hands to the ground. Maybe you won't even tuck them together under your body. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer. Breathe in deeply, and as you breathe out, start lowering vertebrae by vertebrae. Knees into chest, roll from side to side. Our next pose will be the shoulder stand. If you have not done this before, it's good to just watch the video. Otherwise, rise up your hips and support them with your hands into your lower back, straightening out your legs completely straight overhead, relaxing your head, making sure it's in one straight line, not looking left or right. From here, you can bend your knees and see if you can lower them down to each side of your ear. You can drop your arms back if it feels good and straighten out your legs for a little bit of a bigger stretch. And notice your heart set to your whole body, cultivating forgiveness. Knees drop down to your ears. Arms come to support your lower back and straighten your legs up and open wide. One leg comes to the front, other one back, keeping them low to the ground. And switch over to the other side. Open wide, bring them together, bend them, and roll gently over to the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae. Knees into chest, open up your arms. If you want, you can intertwine your knees and drop them to one side, looking over with your head in the other side. If that's too much, you can put your knees one on top of another instead of having them intertwined. Keep your shoulders pushing to the ground. If you want more, you can bring your knees a little bit up higher towards your arm. And if you want a bit more, straighten out your upper leg and hold it by your toes, your ankle, your knee, wherever you can reach. Breathing in deeply. And as you breathe out, come slowly back to the center, reintertwining your knees and dropping them to the other side, looking over in the opposite direction. Here as well, you can put your knees on top of each other if the stretch is too much. If you want more, bring them closer to your arm. And if you want a little bit more, straighten your upper leg out. And see if you can grab onto your toes, your ankle, your knee, your shin. And enjoy the twist, surrendering to the ground. Slowly come back to the middle. Knees into chest, roll over from your hips to your shoulders a couple of times until you have enough power to come up. And we're just going to hold it here for a second, straightening out our spine nice and straight. And if you want a little bit more, open up your arms and legs wide. Hold it here. Enjoy your own power. Enjoy your strength, knowing you're not only emotionally strong, but also physically. Okay, come gently back down. Open up your chest. Enjoy the love you have and sink back in, directed towards yourself. Open up and close back in. From here, we're going to put our legs around hip height, maybe a bit wider, and open up our knees as much as we can. Maybe your butt is going to be a bit higher. It's okay. Okay, hands come on your heart, enjoying this moment, finding the peace and love in your heart. And if you're unable to reach this forgiveness level now, that's okay. Just forgive yourself for not being there yet. And know that practice makes perfect. Lower your hands to the ground and step your right foot out. If that's how low you can go, totally fine. If you can get a little bit lower, drop it down. And from here, find your balance and see if you can entwine your hands behind your back to meet at the heart center. Letting the energy flow. Slowly come back. And we're just going to switch our weight to the other side and back again. Switching our weight from one leg of the other, giving ourselves a nice stretch. Okay, next time you're on the opposite side, stay here, see how low you can go. Find your balance and intertwine your hands behind your back the other way. Feel the energy flow meeting at the back of your heart center. And slowly release back down. One more stretch to both sides, and when you're in the middle, stay here, straighten out your spine, reach to the front, hips go to the back, and breathe out, completely relax down. Just let yourself drop, see if you can get a little bit closer to the ground, maybe sway side to side, stretching those hamstrings out. Breathing in, reaching out, and breathe out, completely relax again. From here, start coming up and come into a warrior one. Hips squared, front knee above our ankle, pushing strongly from both legs. Shoulders above your hips, arms up, shoulders relaxed. Breathe out and extend forwards, keeping your spine nice and straight. Front knee keeps bent. Feel your strength. Cultivate the forgiveness. Know that you have the power to do it. Slowly come up, and we're going to move into a triangle pose. Bring our hip back, stacking our hips one on top of each other, and moving down. Pushing our upper hip to the back and our lower hip to the front, making sure our neck is in line with our spine. Slowly come up and open to warrior one on the other side. Squared hips, knee above our ankle, and reach your arms out. Bring your shoulders down. Stack directly above your hips, using your core to balance and keep it in a good position. Breathe out and reach forward. Long spine, feel the strength you have within you. Celebrate it. You got this. Ooh, nice. All right, slowly come back. Maybe walk your foot a little bit forward and turn into a triangle pose. Shoulders above another, hips try to be above another. Nice straight spine, looking up. Keep breathing in and out deeply. Slowly come out, hands towards the ground. And just gently lower to sitting position and into a child's pose. Relax here completely, allowing your back, your shoulders, your head, your mind to just sink down into the earth. Staying in this position, you can bring your arms around, hands to your opposite shoulder, giving yourself a big hug, surrounding yourself with love, knowing you are worthy of love from yourself and others. And as long as belief persists inside you, the rest will fall into place step by step. Slowly come out and meet me in a sitting position. Hands on your legs, spine straight. Enjoy this nice feeling you're left with and decide to keep it in yourself as long as possible. Breathe in, rise up your arms, and namaste in front of your chest. Thank you guys so much for joining in today. I really hope this was good for you. Love you very much and see you soon.